I think I'm going to bed now. Oh my goodness. Hello my loves, welcome to my brand new Flosstube channel. If you're coming from one of my other channels, hello. If you're new to me in general, hello. My name is Abigail Marie007. I currently have 4 YouTube channels. This is my 4th. I started with diamond painting. That is where this journey began. And you know, it's kind of been uphill or downhill depending on how you look at it from there. I started diamond painting in March of 2020, I think, and I started cross stitching in September of 2021. My YouTube channel featured Flosstube for the entirety of, you know, the last 6 months or so. And I am making the jump to start a Flosstube and stop posting content, cross-stitch content on my other channel. Here's why. I am a cross-stitch designer, and in order to like fully commit to this journey, I need to branch out, right? So I gave a full detailed explanation on my other channel. I can link that in the description if you're interested. Basically, with me having started a diamond painting channel, the majority of my audience is diamond painting subscribers. They came for the diamond paintings and they're not necessarily interested in the cross stitch, which is fine. That's totally fine. However, I'm finding that my cross stitch videos aren't being pushed to cross stitch people in the algorithm because my audience is primarily diamond painting. So which is, you know, that was to be expected. I knew I was gonna have a little bit of a struggle there, and I tried it since September, and because I am a designer and because I want to take this leap, this is a necessary move that I need to make. So I'm happy to do it. I'm excited to do it. I'm nervous to do it, but here I am. This is me. I told you my name. I have an Etsy shop. You can't see it, but I have my fiance made me my Etsy shop logo on a canvas. It's beautiful. Maybe I'll insert a picture here if I remember. But anyways, either way, you can probably find it on my Instagram, which I'm not changing. I'm not separating my Instagram. I already have 3 Instagrams that I run: Books with Abigail Marie, Sims with Abigail Marie, and Abigail Marie007. So Abigail Marie007 will still be where you go for cross stitch content. You'll have to share with diamond painting there though. So it's okay. I can't handle anymore. I'm not convinced I can even handle this, but here I go. I'm very much a 0 or 100 type of person. I took my nails off today, so if they look jacked up, that's why. I was making some stuff for Etsy. No, I took them off yesterday. I was making some stuff for Etsy, so I needed them free. So I'm trying to think of what to say. So I feel like the majority of my audience already knows all this, but I'm introducing myself to a new audience. So I guess I'll start at the beginning. I am 28 years old, though my 8 o'clock bedtime might convince you otherwise. I am a full-time PBX operator at a hospital. I work all kinds of crazy shifts, but in my free time, I obviously do YouTube, one of 4 channels. Diamond painting has been going the longest, followed by books, which I took a break from when my depression got to me. Hi, I suffer from anxiety and depression, also imposter syndrome, and ADHD. So, hi. Some info dumping for you. I stopped reading a lot, so I kind of set my book channel aside for a little bit. I started a Sims channel. Sims is a video game. I am not too far into that, so I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to start the 4th channel, which is the cross stitch Flosstube channel. But either way, I am happy, I'm excited, I'm ready, I'm willing. I hope you're ready and willing as well. Actually, you know what? I just decided I'm gonna grab those things up there because I need one of them to show you. So I shall return. As promised, I did acquire those things. So we will start with this. This is Check Out Swartz Handmade on Etsy. This is my this is my Etsy shop. I don't know why I blinked there. And then this is the logo that my fiance made for me. This is my Etsy shop logo. It's Swartz Handmade. So these two items hang up above my desk, along with another thing that I will show you in just a minute here. Let me set this somewhere so it doesn't get ruined because it's a really nice canvas. Let's see, we'll put it here for now. So like I mentioned, I am a cross stitch designer. I have an Etsy shop. On my Etsy shop, you can find diamond painting related things, hand dyed fabrics. There's probably a couple bags left. I went through a phase where I was hand dyeing bags. I kind of got tired of that because it's just, sometimes it's a lot. It's a totally different experience than hand dyeing fabric. I'm getting ready to go from only having 14 count to having 18 count and possibly some opalescent as well. I do have a few pieces of linen that I'm experimenting with, but ultimately I haven't made that full on commitment yet because it's another situation where it's a different fabric. And I am comfortable dyeing Ada. I am not comfortable dyeing linen yet, so that will not be a thing that I put up until I'm ready. In addition to those items, you can also find some thread drops. This is a bear. He is annihilated, so you'll have to pardon him. I also put up some Zodiac thread conditioners, which you're not going to be able to see that. Oops, and now it's on the floor, but anyways, those things, and also cross stitch patterns. So we'll start at the beginning. I put out my very first cross stitch pattern in November of 2021. I actually put out 3 at the same time. I can't find the pattern for one of them, and my printer is out of ink, and your girl has not ordered more. But it was New Year, same me, New Year, same me, bitch, and Caesar celebrates New Year's. This is the start of a series. I love him very much. This is based on my actual cat who is sitting right here. I think we all know cats are indifferent at best, assholes at worst. So Caesar is sitting here with the 2022 balloons, a bottle of champagne, and a glass, and Happy New Year! And he says, we are doing this again. So this is the first design of mine that I ever stitched. I love it very much. Like I said, it is the start to a series, so you can definitely expect more Caesar, maybe even some more in this pile here. I'm gonna kind of go through like my designs, and then we will move forward into what I have been stitching. That's the plan. That's what we're doing here today. So I've got tons to show you. If you already know me from the diamond painting community and you're not new to any of this, you can go ahead and skip forward. But for those of you who aren't, I would be so happy if you wanted to stay and see what I made. So I'm just trying to sort through it. Okay, so some of you, if you follow me on any of my other channels, may know this. If you don't, I was supposed to get married in March this year, 2022, March 26th. Ultimately, say ultimately one more freaking time. At the end of January, we decided to move the date back because family would not have been able to be there. But before we move the date back, I designed this. It says, love anchors the soul, Hebrews 6:19. This is a Bible verse. You can feel free to omit the Bible verse. You can put your initials with your significant other, your anniversary date, whatever you want. I design all of my patterns to be customizable. I only use DMC so that you can feel free to use whatever Devil Kreinig thread that you want, or some Petite Treasure braid, or some glow in the dark, which I personally love glow in the dark thread. I put glow in the dark everywhere that I possibly can. But this is design number, I think, 4. I also designed some Valentine's Day patterns, so we'll go ahead and get into those now. So I made a trio of little tiny Valentines that you could give to your significant other. You're my favorite whip. We all know that love in general is a work in progress, and there is no partner that is perfect. So I designed this to represent that. And I also designed Buy Me Crafts and Touch My Butt, because Buy Me Crafts and Touch My Butt. And this one I also designed, it is Kisses and Cross Stitches, because we know that X's stand for kisses. So kisses and cross stitches. I also designed another Caesar Celebrates. This time Caesar is celebrating Valentine's Day, so it says Happy Valentine's Day. And in each one of the conversation hearts, it says hate you, feed me, and die. I have not stitched this one up yet, but I really, really want to, because first of all, I love Caesar. How could you not? And secondly, I do eventually want to have stitched all my designs, or at least have my designs stitched. If I get to that point, that would be great. In February, additionally to Valentine's Day, I hosted an event with a really, really good friend of mine, Grace. It was in the diamond painting community, but we did cross over into the cross stitch community. Essentially, the idea was mental health awareness. The tagline was #ReachOut 2022. So I designed a few patterns for that as well. This is a hand. It says hashtag, or it just says reach out. I designed it with 4 different skin tones, but I encourage you to design or to put in whatever skin tone best represents you, or if you want to go, if you're someone who's light skinned and would like to go darker, or dark skin would like to go lighter, whatever the case is. I have a DMC for you, fair, light, medium, and deep, and if you message me, I can for sure suggest some more DMCs that would potentially suit you, but also at the same time, I'm sure that whatever you pick is going to be fantastic. So next, I designed this little cloud. It says, it's okay to not be okay. He is just so cute. He is just raining. It's a rainy day. And then possibly my favorite thing from that particular collection, Bad Bitches Can Also Be Sad Bitches, in this badass English font. I kind of love it. I think it's probably, like, it's a dope pattern. Like, we can't lie. The next time I'm feeling like a sad bitch, I'm gonna stitch this up and feel like a bad bitch. This one is just 3 DMCs, but again, completely customizable. If you don't vibe with the pink and the blue and the white, change it up. Okay, moving into the next and final 3 patterns. These all got released in March 4th. So I'm going to pull one of them up on my phone because I do not have that particular piece all printed out for myself, because I wasn't planning on releasing it, but then I did. And that is the Stairway to Nowhere. It is based on a legend of the Stairway to Nowhere. Essentially, there's staircases in the National Forest associated potentially with people going missing. There's several theories. Portal to hell, portal to another dimension, what have you. But either way, I designed this pattern kind of inspired by that, and it's super cute. It's just a couple DMC and a bajillion little trees, and honestly, oh, I wish it would focus better. Let me see. There we go. It's so cute. So many trees. I love it. And that is that. And then next up we have a rat sampler. I designed this for my friend's birthday. she wanted a rat sampler. And this was before I started designing cross stitch patterns. She mentioned it and I just, you know, kind of held on to it and kept it. And so here we are with a rat sampler. It says Beverly's Rats. I made a poem to go along with it, essentially like tying her birthday and the plague together so that there was a reason for people who were not Beverly to stitch this. And finally, my other friends were hosting a Mermaids and Magic 2022. So I designed Clementine. I am in the process of designing a few more mermaids. But I really love this one. She is quite beautiful. She's, you know, orange. She's Clementine. I love her so much. And all of these patterns and more are available in my Etsy shop, which is always linked in my description boxes. That's sort of me and then my designing / Etsy life. And now let's get into Flosstube. So what I plan on doing, or what I'm thinking about doing, is sort of, you know, calling this one Flosstube 1. This is my first Flosstube, not my 31st, but my first. And then I plan on, you know, obviously continuing on 2, 3, 4, but then I might potentially upload the content from my previous channel onto this channel. Well, it's still my channel, but my other channel onto this channel, and sort of doing like -1, -2, -3, and so on and so forth. Let me know what your thoughts are. I would be super happy to hear them. Anyways, let's get into what I've been doing since the last time I sat down and filmed a Flosstube. For those of you who are new to me, I have a playlist that I can link and send you to. I'll probably put that in the description box as well. But anyway, so for today's Flosstube, I've got 1 fully finished object, 2 whips, and tons of haul. I have way more than just 2 whips, but I'm only going to talk about the things that I worked on since the last time I sat down and filmed a Flosstube. If you're interested in going back, like I said, the playlist will be linked in my description. But anyways, here we go. Fully finished object. So for the month of February, when I was doing the mental health event with my friend Grace, I decided I was going to do something that made me happy. And my little fox is so handsome. He's a handsome little baby. This is the fox from the Year in the Woods Cottage Garden Samplings. This was my light is so harsh. This was my pick for that. And I finished him in February, and here he is in his beautiful frame. I am obsessed with this frame, and I'll tell you something. I got this frame on Amazon in a pack of 4 for $36. So all in all, this frame was like $9. And honestly, when you look at the price of framing, I friggin' stole this thing basically. I love it so much. I love the way it looks. I love the way the white complements the fox and the snow. And this is a win for me. This is only my, if you include Caesar and then 2 hoop finishes, this is only my second full-on finished object. I love him so much. I have hung him up with my Caesar and my 2 Etsy stuff, my Etsy canvas. My goodness, this is gonna be a mess for me to clean up later. So that was my Foxy Boy. He was housed in this cross stitch project bag. I think this was by the Basic Llama. I had an org book included in it, which I found super helpful, and now I can't live without an org book. So fun fact, get yourself an org book. So let's talk floss leftover from this project here. I got 1 skein of the Burnt Orange Gentle Arts. By the way, this is all called for, is what I should have said. All called for except for chalk. It called for chalk, and I didn't feel like buying chalk because it's like $4 for basically the same thing as $38.65, which I didn't feel like either. because I wanted to start it now, and when I went to go purchase the floss, they were out, so I got 5200, which makes it a brighter white, but I do think that that plays well with the blue of the background of him. So I'll hold him up again while I'm talking about him. Tons of leftover floss, which is great because I do have the rest of the series so far. I can kind of get into that in a minute here because I've got two whips to talk about, and then we will go ahead and get into haul. Of course, you know, like I said, I've got way more than this. If you're new, you're gonna want to go back because I have too much stuff. So the next thing I did quite a bit of focusing on was the second Bird Crush Club. This is a black bellied whistling ducks. This is the finished piece. This is a Lindy Stitches Bird Crush Club exclusive. So this is that. This is what they look like. And that's inside is the pattern, and you get, it's a subscription that you get every single month. Here's the other, there it is. Okay, so here is the other bear that I was trying to show you earlier. One that wasn't annihilated. there's that. So I didn't get very far in this in the month of February, and I've hardly touched it in the month of March. This fox really was my focal point, or my focal piece, for most of February. So not much else got done. And then obviously in March I was being crazy starting 15 YouTube channels. But here we go. Here is where I am at. You can see that I have done most of their bellies here. Most of that has been completed. I've got just down from here to go, and then I will be done with the bellies. I'm not sold on the idea of stitching up this wood piece just because it seems like a lot of stitching when I could just kind of do the words and like have them maybe just do the top part of it. I don't know. We haven't decided what we'll do, we being me and the ducks. We're sort of undecided. Here's my butt on that. Fun fact, if you're new to me, I thought that people called it the butt. Apparently they don't. So here is my butt. I've decided it will be called the butt. Another fun thing that I do is I remix patterns. So essentially, you know, when you think about it, when you think about a remix of a song, it's the same song, but it's better. It's different. Remixing and cross stitch is when you screw up the pattern and you make it your own. So I remix almost everything. My fox is remixed slightly. Actually, yeah, he's remixed quite a bit. Oh, I forgot to tell you, this is on the called for fabric, just a 16 count instead of a 32 count or 36 count. I'm not sure what the called for was actually. It was, they gave options. But the fox, his feet are 1 stitch too long, so even my fox is remixed. The fox is remixed, this is remixed. I think Caesar's the only thing that's not remixed because I was like, how can you remix your own pattern? I mean, I guess artists remix their own songs, but I digress. Okay, let's see. So that was that. Not a whole bunch of continuing on that. I do have intents to finish it, but I think that I'm really sort of burnt out on the idea, I haven't even started it, but the idea of stitching that wood part. So that may be the deterrent that I need to just stop stitching it altogether because I'm a crazy person. And then here's all the called for floss. It's all called for. I'm missing one, but I have it in a plastic bag. I just haven't put it on here yet. So I will now put these in here. And this is a project bag that I dyed myself when I was in my dyeing project bags phase. And I just put this glow-in-the-dark patch on it. It's just a tiny cross stitch bag. I wanted something that would be small enough to fit, or large enough to fit this, but small enough to where if I wasn't bringing a third bag into work, because I bring my purse and I bring my computer bag. So if I wasn't bringing in an additional bag, I could throw that in my purse, no problem. Okay, so the next whip that I whipped was, this is, I am making a mess. This is Nora Corbett's Sea Witch. This was pulled out and started for Mermaids and Magic 2022 for my friend's event. I chose this, the called for fabric was like lamb's wool. Yeah, lamb's wool linen. And I was like, nah. Disney villains are green with purple magic or purple with green magic, and she is going to be green with a purple background. So I haven't done much. I've only done sort of the very, very inner of her chest. I did this all, this little bit, I did this all in like 30 minutes when I was getting ready to leave work, and I was like, I'll throw a couple stitches in. I have all the called for thread, and I have the called for beads as well. This will be my first experience with beading, so I'm excited, nervous, but excited. The fabric was from Purple Creek Primitives. It's a Picture This Plus. It is in the shade Thistle, or the colorway Thistle. I got a piece that is 18 by 27, so I just cut it in half because I only needed half. So now I have a whole half for something else. I don't know what I will put on it, but I will put something on it. So I will actually put that out now because I want this. Oh, and this is a bag from, I thought there was a tag in this one. I guess not. Oh, here it is. It is by, I don't know. I can't read it. CYF Creations on Etsy. It looks like it stands for something. Change your fate. Oh, change your fate. Oh, okay. So this is just a Disney villains bag with the green and red apple. Initially I was going to get some kind of sea creature one, but I was like, you know what's even better than that? Put her in a villain bag. So that is what I did. Speaking of villain bags, we're about to get into some haul here. I got another one because I can't help myself. I am an insane in the membrane. It has this really cute zipper pull though, so I love that. Okay, let's take a look at my haul. So I'm gonna pull all of it out. I was kind of keeping it all together with also this. I bought a giant piece of pre-easy gridded fabric, 14 count. Not sure if I'm going to use it now, so I'm a little undecided on that one. But I have the to go with the fox. So if you're not familiar with this particular series, this is a Cottage in the Woods. No, Year in the Woods Cottage Garden Sampling. So what happens is there's 12 pieces. So this was the first piece that got released. This was for January. So this is dead center in the middle of, I wonder if it'll be in here. No, it will not. Dead center in the middle of the first row. So we've got all of the winter, then spring, then summer, then fall, and they're being released one at a time. This was the release for January. This was the release for February. This is Swans. I love this one. It doesn't look like as dense of a stitch as the fox was. I could be wrong though. Never underestimate my ability to be wrong. I do have the called for Grecian Gold Gentle Art for this one. And I also purchased the Jackrabbit, which is technically March's release, I believe. Is that correct? It should be. So they've got January, February, so yeah, so March. I do have the called for Weeks Dye Works and Simply Shakers Gentle Art thread. So I have the called for Fancy Floss for this one. I also have all of the called for the DMC. And I think I have some, yeah, I've got some DNC in the back of this one, and I will just probably take what is left from the Fox and move it into this one. However, I am not starting February or March's. I'm going to start April's next. April's is a beautiful, handsome, amazing, beautiful baby raccoon. His special threads were Charlotte's Pink and Graphite. So I've got those 2 weeks dye works here. So this will probably be the next cottage year in the woods raccoon cottage garden samplings. This will probably be the next baby I get or work on. And in addition to these 2, he has 8 flosses I need to pick up. So I will do that eventually. So let's talk fabric. So I told you that I had used the Picture This Plus for this, and I did. I have 2 pieces left for one on each side. So I've got December, which will also be in this colorway, and then obviously the swans. And then next up we had let's see, what was it was Velt. Let's see, which one did I choose for that? I believe I picked, well, long story short, Oaken is the final called for, so for the autumn. They had 2 other ones that I could not find anywhere, so I decided to grab Fathom and Heritage to supplement those 2 fabrics, and I almost like these more. So I have all the called for fabrics, and I will just be picking up these a year in the woods cottage garden samplings as we go along. I have not seen the newest release yet. I don't think it's even out yet, so there is that. I am gonna carefully put these things away. I also somehow managed to acquire an additional of Grecian Gold, so I don't know, maybe I can design something with it. I always try and design only with DMC because I feel like it's more accessible and more customizable, but you never know. I might dabble. You never know. So I'm gonna put this away. Oh, here's the rest of the swans floss. There it is. Okay. So, and this came out of somewhere, so I'm assuming it goes right back in there. So next up for haul, we'll do a little bit of preview for some of the other videos that will be coming to my channel in the next few weeks here, because, my goodness, what a damn disaster. I got the Edgar Allan Poe box. This video will probably go out sooner rather than later. So we'll just kind of gloss over what was in it. Everything in the box fit into this bag that was also included. So, I mean, I appreciated the packaging, like it was cute, but I mean, not that you can mail this necessarily, but all I'm saying is that don't be let down by the size of the box because there was worms in it, you know? You'll see what I'm talking about in that video that will go up tomorrow, probably. Yeah, tomorrow. So inside of it, I got 5 patterns. I'm not going to spoil it because I want you to go watch that video because I was so looking forward to this box. So I got some tea, I got some floss, I got some fabric, 5 patterns, and then some extra Edgar Allan Poe goodies also. So you'll have to go look at tomorrow's video to see the rest of it. Later on this week, you will see me unbox a mood box. I unboxed that yesterday along with the Edgar Allan Poe and filmed it, and it's ready to go. Just waiting on me to switch over to the new Flosstube. So inside the Innocent Bones mood box, you always get a kit. This time we got, the theme was Zodiac, so that was our pattern and our kit for that. You also got an embroidery kit, and that one is, I think I left that one at work because it looked like a quick stitch and I felt like I could probably complete it in a couple days at work, so I think that's where I left it. And then in addition to the kit, we also got a keychain, a moon phases thing, and some stickers. And I think there was one other, oh yeah, the embroidery. So for a more in-depth look at the Innocent Bones mood box, you will have to go watch that video. And we also, my camera cut me off. That is an indication that I have been talking too long and I need to wrap this up. But without giving too much away, the March bird of the month was the broad-billed hummingbird. And he is just everything. So obviously we have the picture of the bird and then the model, and then inside is the pattern. We always get this postcard with the notes from the photographer. So if you didn't know, Lindy Stitches essentially partnered with a photographer, Chris Gilbert, and he takes the pictures, she designs the cross stitch patterns. It's a beautiful match, honestly. Can I tell you, I didn't like birds before I started stitching her birds. I don't know. It's something that Lindy Stitches does. It's something that Stephanie does that she's just magic at. The floss for March is amazing. I'll insert a picture right here. Hopefully I remember to do so. Matter of fact, I'm actually going to stop filming so that I will remember to. For the for an addition to the Bird Crush Club, they had the aviary of stitches, so I have just been putting the little stickers that come in it. So this is Stellar's J. I did lose one, sadly. I hope I come across it. This is the black-bellied whistling ducks and the broad-billed hummingbird and all his glory. If you want a more in-depth look at this particular subscription box, eventually, I don't want to overload you with content, but eventually, like I said, I've unboxed all this already. And most of it's just been sitting. Those two I unboxed yesterday, but this one and another one I have been waiting to decide what I was going to do. And ultimately, obviously, I made the decision to start a Flosstube on top of my other channels, but either way, not to overload you, but this one will probably be up at some point additionally as well. And let's see, while we're on the topic of Lindy Stitches, I purchased the kit that she had in partnership with the 805 Stitcher, her spring collection. What is this? Oh, it's a float. Oh my god, look at that. How cute. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that. Okay, so inside this kit was the floss and the floss drops. I've already opened all this without filming it because I couldn't wait. There were, I believe, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, yep, 12 floss drops, and the called for Weeks Dye Works for the collaboration between her and Janine McGowan from the Blue Flower. So they did a summer scrapbook and they did a spring scrapbook as well. So this had two parts to it. Unfortunately, I did not realize that it was two parts in the kit. So I did purchase a second one. So I'm going to offer this to a friend. And if my friend does not want it, I will be giving it away next week. So stay tuned and come back for that. But anyways, these are that. And additionally, I got the fabric that was called for on this 16 count Silver Fox Ada. And that was my Lindy Stitches haul. And finally, I purchased something from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. This was my first time purchasing from them. So hold on one second. My address label is on the top. This is my first time purchasing from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. The bag is adorable, or the box is adorable, so I kept it to show you, but now I'm realizing that I kind of can't because my address is on it. So let's see if I can maneuver it. So cute. Can you even? So cute. So that was that. Hopefully my address did not show. If it did, hopefully I can blur it out. Either way, so what I did was I knew that let me get this actually out of the way so I don't accidentally flush my address. Throw it on the floor. My cat can have a box, a pretty box for my cat. I knew I was going to be getting the Under the Sea kit, so I just kind of had my son go and see what he thought would be a cute pattern to get as well on top of it, because I was already making an order. But we'll go through the Under the Sea kit first. I haven't even looked at it really yet, so we'll do that together. And there we go. Okay, so I got the good bits out, and then the rest we'll talk about once it's closed. So a beautiful plethora of DMC, an amazing assortment, really. Pretty colors. I'm excited to get into this one, but if you are not new to me, you know I have a terrible track record for stitch alongs, so we'll see how that goes. So this is the DMC that is called for. I had my choice between 14 and 28 count. I grabbed 14 count. This is from Pictureless Plus in the colorway Nessie. It is a 13 by 18 piece. And then the DMC, and then the extra bits that came in the kit. With this, you had your choice of paying more for the printed patterns to come to you or printing them yourself for cheaper. And even though I'm a little disappointed, I ultimately decided to print them myself. I wish I hadn't. I wish I had sprung for the additional costs, because their patterns are printed amazing on amazing quality paper. So in this kit also, I got Bowen 26, size 26 needles. I'm a fan of the Bowens, just to clarify there. I also got, this is, I wish it had the name on it. It doesn't. It's just PB23 on here, but it's a beautiful, you can kind of see it shifting there. It doesn't do much shifting. It's just amazing. It's a Petite Treasure braid. So that is called for in there as well. And then also in the kit, you got a trio of some classic colorworks, including Deep Blue Sea, Cerise, that's C-E-R-I-S-E, don't know if I pronounced that correctly, and Shamrock. So they braided them up really nicely. That's a really nice, touch there. And then inside of my order, because I don't know if they do this for everyone or if I just ordered a lot, but I also got a cute little gift pattern. This is a cupcake. So I can't show you without, well, maybe if I turn it back there. There's a cupcake. So I got this. It's got just 4 DMC, so I could probably stitch that up really quickly. For what? I don't know, but I could. And I like knowing that I can, so. And then, like I said, I had my son have a look at the website because I was already placing an order. I figured I would let him pick something, because I'm all about letting, like, I want to involve my son in my hobbies, because they take up a lot of my time, and I want him to know what I'm doing, and I want him to know it's for a greater purpose. Because it's really easy to look at your mom or your dad or, you know, a family member and say you spend so much time doing that. And what is it for? And it's because it's a great purpose. Like, I can have beautiful diamond paintings, I can have beautiful cross stitches, and he, you know, is occasionally interested in what I'm doing enough to want to pick up a pattern or two. So he had selected an American flag cross stitch from one of the chain stores. I think it was like Joann's or something like that. And we attempted to cross stitch with that. It did not work out. He's also tried to diamond paint in the past. It additionally did not work out, but when he picked something for this, I kind of assumed that I would be stitching it for him. So let me show you what my son chose. This one was more of a message to me, so I thought that was really cute. This one is called Elements of Love, and it's got, oh, harsh lighting. There we go. It is beakers, like test tube beakers, and this pattern, or this printing on this pattern, this quality of paper is amazing. Like, you know how if you wiggle a piece of paper, it doesn't make a noise, like, you know, this one will. Watch, I'll show you. amazing quality paper. That's why I'm saying I wish I would have sprung additional dollars, but you know, saving money when you can, where you can. Because I'm on a little bit of a low buy right now. I'm only buying what I love because I'm trying to get, you know, we want to buy a house, we want to get married, you know. So it is what it is. But he selected Elements of Love, and it is the Elements of a Periodic Table. Is that right? I don't know. I'm not up on the periodic table. I was looking to see if the numbers matched correctly, but what do I know? But this is an amazingly printed pattern. And at first I was like, because not that their patterns are overpriced, it's just that like for the size of them, I was like, wow, that's a lot for like a small little pattern. But I see why. And I prefer all of my things to be hard copy. Why, I don't know. I am the way that I am. But either way, inside of one of their patterns, it has this, and then it has the, let's see, and it has like instructions. It says, here are things you cannot do, here are things you can do. And then a stitch guide and like how to get started, all on this quality paper. And then stitching guides, and then you have your actual pattern, and then you have your pattern in black and white as well, if that's your jam, and then the color key. So quite a bit here, so that makes sense, and that's why I'm saying I wish I would have splurged and gotten the their prints. But anyways, this is Elements of Love. I'll probably stitch this up for Valentine's Day next year for my son maybe. Or we'll just hang it in the living room because why not? So the final item of haul is Camelot the Dragon. I loved this one, and this is another example of their quality pattern printing. Again, this one will have the, oh, my cat's in the box. Never underestimate a cat's ability to get himself in a box. This one has, oh, hold on, this is on a book. Huh. I wonder what book this is. In the background, there's Rainbow Rowell. I recognize that name in the back. I wonder what this is. I'll have to see. Maybe I can find out. I don't know. Anyways, so again, you're going to get the stitch guide, what you can and can't do, the pattern itself, the pattern in black and white, and the color guide. It's just an amazing quality paper. So I'm going to have to like figure out what they're using and start printing my stuff on that. But it's just a really cute little stitch. You got a dragon, the castle, and then swords for a border. Very cute. So yeah, probably stitch this up and put it somewhere in my house potentially so that my son can enjoy it, but also me because I stitched it. I want to see how many across this is. So this is like, it's like about a 50 by 50. So cute little stitch. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I was like a little curious as to why this pattern in particular was like $8 for a 50 by 50, but that's why, because their pattern, the paper is amazing. So anyways, that is it for this video. So I hope that you will stay with me on my new channel, my new Flosstube journey. Hopefully I will figure out what book is in the background of this dragon. I don't know why I care so much, but I do. Yeah, and I hope to see you in the next Flosstube. Hopefully, I want to do 2 weeks. I want to do every 2 weeks, and here's why. I don't feel like I stitch enough in 1 week. But I don't want to do a month because when I'm watching Flosstubers who do their updates a month apart, I start fiending around week 2 or 3 Not that I'm going to be anybody's, like, I'm not saying I'm your favorite floss tuber or anything, but just generally speaking, 12 a year is not a lot, you know? And I get that I'd be doing extras because I, you know, obviously I have 3 things to put up, or 4 things to put up pretty soon after I start the channel, but essentially, basically, what I'm saying is 26 is a little bit more than 12. Is that right? No, it's 24. Oh my God. 26 is how many times I get paid, because I get paid bi-weekly. Not that you care. But 52 is too many because I don't stitch enough in that time period. 24 seems just right. So I intend to, well, maybe it is going to be 26 then. It is going to be 26. I'm out here doubting myself. My plan is to put a floss tube up every other Thursday. Will this happen? We can hope for the best, okay? We can hope for the best. But like most of my months, my plans die in the month. I have an entire thing full of things I started that I intended to continue, stitch-alongs and just so many cells. Not limited to, but including WhipGo. I started WhipGo, and in the second month, I failed. Not that you fail. If you mess up, if you fall off the wagon, or you know, you don't complete your goals, that doesn't mean you failed. I'm just ultra hard on myself. Anyways, I think that's enough. That's enough. I have a couple other videos to film, so I'm gonna wrap this up here. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, give me a thumbs up. Also hit subscribe. We're building a channel from scratch here, so all the subscribers, y'all are the real MVPs. So that is going to be it. I hope they enjoyed it, and if you did, I already did that. It's awkward wrapping up a new channel. Anyways, yeah, I hope that you are being safe, wash your hands, taking care of yourselves. Bye, y'all.